How are you, mate?
How you doing, mate? I'm doing good. Great, actually.
Good. Well, I can see your sneaker collection has grown bigger than your trophy collection.
It is, yeah. But this one, you can buy it.
What's that? You what?
Yeah, you can buy the shoes, but
sorry, completely.
You have to earn the trophies.
Yeah. So, mate, you've won the Masters Olympia and the Classic. What was that like, mate? I mean, how does it feel? You know, just walk us through it.
Well, mate, it was I wasn't expected much about it really, because you know how people perceptions on some competitions, and so I went, actually a little bit silence to the competition. I tried to put some mix to it, but the outcome of actually the perception of the people was completely different than what I thought. It was very, very good perception of the people. People really like it. It was a very big respect about it. The competitors were good competitors, and either all classes that we compete. So now that I'm feeling wow, it was actually a big deal about it. So yeah, I noticed that right there and even in Germany, it was in the airport, was people recognize me and tell me, "Oh, you won the thing." And it was very amazing about it. Yeah, and here in Miami, I've been winning the Arnold Classic and 8 competitions, and I never feel and never actually recognize that I won something, So it was a good experience. Actually, the best experience I ever have. Not the biggest and it's the hardest competition I ever did, but it was the most rewarded about the fans and the people surrounding me.
Yeah, good.
Do you like Romania?
Say it again?
Did you like Romania?
My God, man, Romania is for us is a different world. People are, you feel people are happy. You say something. Everybody is very nice and polite and so service. It was very, very nice since the airport. Like, since you get over there, you feel that you're welcome. So I fell in love with that country, really.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's a silly question, but are you glad the Masters Olympia came back and also not just for the open guys, but for all divisions?
Of course I do. There's a big group of people that still competing, and the reason we have so many different categories is because we found out the evolution of this sport, that we have so many different bodies in these divisions, right? So this is one thing, and some of these guys that are competing either in the 212 or the Classic, they just got prisoners of what, and at that time it was only for the open, right? Yeah. So now they have the opportunity to compete, and they don't have to kill themselves to get into a 200 and something, 300 pounds or anything like that. They can keep their bodies as they are right now. They're actually very active and social media, active in the work, active posting and looking very good, but they don't sit in a category they actually they used to compete, right? So now they can go with that same structure and good body they have and compete in this Classic physique. We're doing even 212. Another thing is there's some guys that have a really good level in competing against 20-something years old guys. Not to have the competition or anything, but you can do look, a 25-year-old, a 22-year-old, 26-year-old are doing 6, 5, 4, maybe 3 competitions to qualify for the Olympia.
Yeah.
But if you're older, you can beat those guys, yes, but you cannot do 6 competitions. You cannot do 3. So you only have a space to do it. And this is a big advantage. I'm not saying that the body, the condition, the muscularity, but in that sense, a guy older can just try it or going for points to the Olympia. You can do that with that 20-something-year-old. So it's a big, big, big advantage. You know that if some guys that have younger guys just don't qualify in one show and they just throw it out for the entire year.
Yeah.
Just imagine a 40-something, 45, a 50-year-old can't do that. So you have to go to something that is more fair for you it's a master's, right? But the level is going to be there. And something that I'm proud and very satisfied is that we actually represent that. Oh yeah, we have over 40s, but I can beat any of the 60 guys, or at least not the 55 guys.
Yeah,
Alex, Olympia.
Alex, you're a guy that's still competing successfully in the Open Classic. Do you know what I mean? You're still making like 8th at the Olympia, top 6th at Olympia, winning the Arnold Classic. You know, it's not like you've come back after 5 years and thought, oh, there's a class for me now. I could do it. I'll make a comeback like some of the other guys like Robert Benica come back after 10 years. You're a guy that's still been competing successfully, you know, and you haven't missed a beat.
Yeah, and it may be an advantage or anything like that, but you have to also honor that I've been competing for the last 10 years too.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not that I just left like, oh, but you're been competing, and like, yeah, no, I've been competing these last 10 years. Mm-hmm. So you were resting, and people were resting. Yeah. Whatever, you continue with your life, which I have one life too, and I have businesses and I have things to do. I didn't let all these things, and most people choose to do it, and I'm glad they're doing it well and can come back. But I didn't do it, so I have no advantage. I still competing, and I represent the Masters Olympias. Like, oh, they have leveled that competition. Well, yes, because the champion just placed third at the Arnold Classic.
Yeah,
the guy
exactly.
that placed fifth, that placed 4 behind me, just played 5th at the Olympia. Mm-hmm. So that's the level you're gonna get in the Masters Olympia. It's not a joke.
Yeah.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and I'm very happy and I'm very proud of the Masters Olympia. Not only me, but look, you have to go into the Open on the 212, and the 212 is something that is gonna change next year.
Why?
Because it's gonna be crazy. I think that was one of the hottest, and then the Open, you have 3 guys actually, that can win a show in any place.
Yeah,
it can be a top 2 in any other Open show. Look at Kamal. Kamal can win any show.
Masters, Open, 212. He's doing everything.
212.
I know. It's crazy.
So. Yeah, it's honoring, and I think that Kamal represents very well the classic. The Masters Olympia as the Mr. Classic Mr. Olympia in the Open, because look at how he's placing at the 212, how he's placing in the Open. The guys that he have to beat for in order to win that championship, it was very, very competitive. It was amazing how they look in the morning, and then the changes at night. You know, it's super, super competitor. So yeah, I'm very, very good about the Masters.
Good. And also the other good thing is that you qualified for the Olympia as well by winning the Masters.
Yes.
So you're still on prep.
That was also another thing. I mean, you have to qualify either way.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I heard people asking, and you probably heard about it, and they were talking about why you're doing the Masters when you're still competing in the other shows, and you have, you're still a competitor in the Open shows. And I'm glad that I hear those questions actually in social media, and I have the opportunity today to tell them. The reason I did the Masters also was first of all because I qualified for it. I'm that age, so I can do it.
Yeah.
And I battled with my field and their field, so that's one reason. Another reason is like, why you're not doing this? I've been doing tier 1 shows my entire career.
Yeah.
And most people just win shows in Europe and Asia and in Latin America and all these places. They're tier 3. Most people don't even know that as a qualification of the shows. Tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3. I'm doing the Arnold. I'm doing the Pittsburgh Pro. I'm doing the New York Pro. I did the Tampa Pro. I did the Toronto. Those are tier 1 and tier 2. Right? Mm-hmm. So the reason I'm doing the Master, this is a title that I want, that I can get, right? But I have no problem. I'm Mr. Puerto Rico. I'm not gonna go to Puerto Rico again. I win that one already. I
Yeah,
won Texas. These people are fighting. Kids are fighting for Texas. I did already that, and I won in Texas and San Antonio, and Pittsburgh and Toronto. So what do you? Probably people expect to be 2-time Toronto Pro champion. No, I already win that, and then I won this title, and I won it, and I'm very happy and satisfied for it.
Was not doing the Olympia part of the plan, or was it always, I want to win the Masters Olympia and then go and do the Olympia game? Because the thing is, that's like a long time on prep, isn't it? I mean, what is it,
Yes.
12 weeks and then another 8 or 9 or 10? You know, that's
Yeah,
quite,
yeah.
Was it ever an option to not do the Olympia, or was it like, no, I'm going to do the Masters and the actual Olympia?
No. It was no other way to do it. We were doing the Olympia no matter what.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah, it was no option to just doing the Masters. So like, no, the Master was something that the competition just like I switched. I decided to do in the Arnold and then prepare for the Olympia or whatever. The long prep it goes along with the experience that you have. Some people can, see in that a long preparation very difficult, or a short preparation very difficult. We all been dealing with both for my entire career, so I think that we managed very well for dealing this preparation. And for the experience and my history, I always look a lot better in my second show.
Yeah. So were you, I mean, compared to say the Olympia or the whatever, were you happy with how you looked at the Masters Olympia? Because I saw a lot of the progress videos with and pictures with Neil and stuff, and I thought you look as good as you've ever looked. So were you, especially Neil, was Neil really, really happy with what you presented at the Masters Olympia? Apart from the fact you won?
No, he doesn't. No, he's very unsatisfied and happy the way that I look. No, he's
bloody
not happy the way that I look. He was criticizing me until today still.
Why?
We have I'm not a very on social media to express myself. I do, yes, and I update and I post all this kind of stuff, but I keep myself very private. If you notice, I just like anybody else, I have a lot of injuries, and I have business problems, personal problems, family problems. I have that, but no people in my entire career, it's been 10, 12, I don't know, years competing. And you never had me, crying in front of the camera, expressing my unsatisfied for a placement. I had never, ever doing that. So for this competition still, I have a very, very bad health issues.
Really?
Something the way we find out that it was something that I burned with it, but I didn't know it was bothering me really bad in my kidney. My kidney is one in the top, and the other one is not. It's not set together.
Okay.
One is in the other side. So the tubes that goes so you can do your pee wherever are not aligned in a very good balance. So it was very, very bad because I didn't empty my entire thing. Good, and whatever they have in this kind of problem, know what is the procedures and things that you have to go through. It's very painful. I never had something so painful in my entire life. And top of that, when you have that type of uncomfortable situation, it's not something that you find out right away. So you have to go all the tests and all these things.
Yeah.
Even my prostate, mate, and you know how hard it is.
Oh dear.
Even my prostate.
Yeah.
I have all these things. Oh, okay, it's not this, it's not that. Like I was, and look, I lost weight. I didn't train because it was very uncomfortable and painful. And I was so I posted a picture how I started this prep, and it was I saw. Yeah, it was terrible. It's terrible. And Neil told me, I don't think that you're gonna make it.
Did he?
I really thinking about you not doing the Masters. Yeah. So let's pick another show. We were like that, and Maggie and I.
How many?
We're
Sorry,
like-
how many weeks did you prep for the Masters?
About 14 weeks.
So 14. Oh, so yeah. So what was? I mean, you
Yeah.
could get ready in 14 weeks. So surely, even from a poor starting point, you can do a lot.
The problem is that when you start in that, you're out of the off season, we're full of muscle and strain. But I started my 14 weeks with no muscle, no strain. You know what I mean? So how do you build muscle? Because that's what Neil told me. It's not that you gain fat. It's that you lose a lot of muscle. If you notice, when I posting like that, I have no arms. Like my shoulders doesn't exist. My arms were like flat completely. My chest was like, it was no muscle. And that was something that he told me. It's not that you gain fat. It's that you have a lot of lost muscle.
So at what point did Neil say, okay, I think we're going to be ready?
Probably like 6 weeks out.
6 weeks,
like that.
6 weeks, yeah. Because he'd know by then, wouldn't he? He'd know. He's got a good eye.
Yeah. And we push a lot. Because another thing is like you said, it's 14 weeks, but 14 weeks when you come in training like that, I started in 14 weeks to start and train. So and instead of putting 3 plates, you put 1 plate. And instead of doing the 12 plates, you're doing 8 maybe, you know? You starting gain strain and condition that I've been doing 15 reps and I was like almost dying, like, you know?
Yeah.
So after that, you have to put your body in that conditioning to actually train for condition.
So what was there, like the first 4 to 6 weeks, were they really, really tough?
It was very tough, yes. But the diet was tough. The water everything was like extreme, you know? So we were pushing and I don't mind to push that much. I really don't. It's just that you don't see your body changing so much, and it was so frustrating. After the 6 weeks, my body clicked and just started changing. So that was, very rewarding. And you don't feel that bad when you're pushing yourself that much when you see the changes, and it's a psychologically break that you do.
You pulled a Kevin Navrone, mate.
Yeah.
Kevin Navrone used to start like me, 60 weeks later, he'd be walking on stage it's crazy.
I always remember that he does like that. So I was like, if you can do it, there's a way to do it. I definitely always think about that. Yeah.
I have seen people start from these, and they just, because their minds are engaged, they can do it. It's like, and the thing is, you've got someone like Neil that's guiding you along, and and he's on your case and he's looking at you and checking all your check-in pictures, and it's like you said, at 6 weeks out, he's like, I think we're going to make it, mate. Yeah.
He told me, I mean, I know your body is getting really, really good now.
Yeah.
It's like, and the second time that he was a positive response, he told me, fuck, mate, you look as big as a house. Like, oh, okay, so we're good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool. So obviously, I mean, you're probably going into the Olympia a little bit better than you came into the Masters Olympia.
I think I'm gonna be like a lot better, mate.
Yeah.
Really. So you don't say it right away. Now we can say it, and I'm not saying as arrogant. It was not arrogant. No, not at all. But we were dealing with some issues, and I think we have 70% of what I can give. Really.
Good.
I wasn't. Not at all. Not even my 90%. I'm very far from my 100% that I can look. I didn't dry as much as I always dry myself. My jet lag was terrible, very, very, very bad. It was like I dealing with that. I know everybody deal with the same thing. I just think that it hit me really bad, and there's something that I never experienced because I always manage with the timing, and I trying to get everything together. But and my body respond that way. I think that I hold a little bit of water, not a lot of water. My legs were holding water a lot. So I wasn't in my 100%. Yes, I did 100% what I need to do. As much as I can push. Yes, I worked really hard, but the timing and my body just respond later on, right? By now, my legs last week probably looked a lot better than I was on the Olympia.
So did you take your foot off the gas after Romania, or have you just been like, as soon as you got home, right, okay, we're getting ready for the Olympia now? Or have you taken any time off? Or
No. We started right away. Yeah, I mean,
are you buzzing? Are you buzzing from the win?
Those things. But the thing is that I don't eat shit meals and things like that. So it's not something that I rest and doing like, no, give me my diet and I just continue with this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Neil's obviously very happy, and is he excited for the Olympia now, or how's he feeling?
Yeah, he knows that my body looks like, definitely a different starting point, completely different starting point than the last one.
Yeah, slightly. Yeah. So do you, because Neil obviously lives in Florida, do you, I mean, I know Florida's quite a big state. How often do you see Neil? Do you ever see him, or?
He moves to Las Vegas.
Where's that, mate? Where's that?
Las Vegas, Nevada. He moves.
Oh, shit. He's moved to the West Coast.
Yes, he's not even in Florida anymore.
I didn't know that, mate. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he just bought a house and everything, a very nice house. Yeah, he's so happy over there. He loves it. Yeah.
So how often do you see him then?
Well, every time that we can, like either I going over there or he's in Florida, and so whatever we see him, we're together. And then every competition that I go, Neil goes to that competition no matter what.
Good, because he was at the Masters, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was there. No, he's not gonna miss that.
Yeah.
No, he always goes with me, and he stay with me and go. I mean, Neil is like it's so intense into things like that, right?
I know.
And look, I try not to change that. I can be this really, really upset or really mad on a bad behavior or anything. I don't do anything that can compromise Neil changing that intensity. I don't. It's been pushing me. This is like how I think that's one of my secrets, or not my secret, my formula of success in this sport.
Yeah.
You know?
I remember in Madrid in 2011 when Flex did the Open at the Arnold Europe, and I went up to the room, and Neil came back into the room. He said, "Come and have a look at Flex. Come and have a look at Flex." And Flex was on the bed, and his stomach was so full of food, because obviously Neil was trying to fill him out. There was no 202 limit. This was before the 212. And Neil looked at his Tupperware container, and he went crazy. He says, "Why haven't you eaten that rice? I told you to eat that 1 hour ago." He was really going crazy at him. And
that's the problem.
Flex was like, "I can't eat anymore. And he's like, "No, you've got to eat that one in another hour." He says, "Come on, we've got to get nice and full. You're going up against Dexter Jackson and Victor Martinez. Come on, Flex." And even Flex was like, "Oh, please, no." It was brilliant.
That's exactly how I changed anything.
Yeah.
It's 12 years now. It's this same person.
Good. So he gets results.
I'm drinking my water. You have to have, because he sent me a text message.
Yeah.
And the text message says, "I need you to drink 7 liters of water."
Wow.
The first liter at 8 o'clock to like 8 to 9.
Yeah.
The one that he goes like that. So he gets into the room. I have my water and fuck, this motherfucker is just calm. So I trying to drink as much. So I keep it like 40% of the thing.
Yeah.
Right? And he's talking to me so lowly and nice, right?
Yeah.
And just go to the thing and I like, what the fuck is the problem with the water, mate? You have the fucking an hour to drink this fucking water. And like he just changed completely from one day. Yeah. So you're like, oh, the fucking water. Mate, I got sick with the water.
Did you?
Like 7 liters. I used to have 7 liters in like 2-3 weeks before the show, so 2 weeks. No, you have me fucking 7 liters for like 10 weeks.
Wow.
Already. My stomach is just like watch or something. But yeah, I drink a lot of water with Neil.
Yeah, no shit. I'm going to message him afterwards. I'm going to tell him. I'm going to message. So last time we spoke, you said you had the new gym and everything, and that was all going well. And you had a lot of problems setting that up. But how's that all going, mate?
Now everything is set up, mate. So good. Everything is good. We opened in the second floor, like a indoor cycling room. Very cool. Nice. So the gym is running very nice now. We have no problems. We just got from Costa Rica this week, Monday,
Yeah.
for this week. They did a surprise for me. It was a very, very nice surprise. I posted.
I saw. It's
For
nice.
a lot of people, friends, old friends, school friends, and it was very. That's why I told you, since I've been doing all these sports, I was the first classic. Actually, the first beside a Brazilian guy, which if you want to call it Latino or Hispanic, to say Hispanic. I was the first Hispanic to qualify for 212 at the Olympia ever.
Wow, yeah.
And then I was the first classic physique and qualify for win. Actually, I was the first 212 win in Latin America, the first time.
Okay.
And the 212, the first time that somebody, not only that, the first time that I won a show, the first time that I qualified for the Olympia, the first time that I placed top 10 until today. Nobody was playing top 10 at the Olympia in Latin America. And all this, my point is that on all this victories or success that I have in my career, I never have a reception or a celebration of anything like that, including the Arnold Classic.
Wow.
Because I see how many countries celebrate 5th place at the Arnold, 3rd place at the Arnold, 2nd place at the Arnold. No, because there's not many countries they doing that qualify for the Arnold, just getting the invitement.
Yeah.
And I won the shit, and I have nothing, right? So I'm like, oh, okay, it may be just like that. I think I get even a little bit upset with it, and I got a new culture, and I probably punished myself in doing that because, I win a show or doing a very good place in the show. I did that in the Olympia too. I played for the Olympia. Most people don't even know because I grab mine very nice, put it in my bag, put it like that, let's go back, and it's done.
Yeah.
This is no celebration. I'm not going to celebrate these things. This is not something that is supposed to celebrate. I was punishing myself probably. So I have that culture to grab my trophy or grab my, and put it in the bag. And today, I think as we talk about it, I have it in a Publix bag. It's a supermarket here in Florida.
In a what?
I have all these medals there.
Wait, where is it?
It's a Publix. It's a supermarket, public supermarket.
You got all your medals in a shop?
Green bag.
Okay.
I have my medals in that bag.
Okay.
All of them.
Okay. Wow.
So, and that was like I said, it's like probably a frustration and a punishment on myself. And after this master, and it was very nice. It was a celebration everywhere.
Good.
I got stuck in the airport here in Miami, and the guy was like, they have like a space where they have to really control everything. They open everything for you.
Yeah.
So I get in that room for some reason.
Okay.
Right? Then you have to be in the freaking room for an hour or something. It's like they just check everything. So I'm waiting there. It comes a guy and he's like, "Hey, you just compete at the Masters Olympia. Yeah, you won, right? Congratulations." "Oh yeah, thank you." Whatever. And the guy was like, he went to the guy in the computer like, "This guy just won the Masters Olympia." And he goes like, "Who?" "Oh, that one." "Oh shit! Hey, congratulations." He turned back at the computer and he's like, "Guys, just go."
Nice.
And I was like, it never happened to me, and so when I get to Costa Rica, I have this reception. It was very emotional, mate. It was very, very emotional. It's been, that was the best, celebration I ever have since I'm doing this sport.
Yeah. No, that's nice. That's nice to hear that, you got some appreciation and, because like I said, you have achieved a lot. You've achieved a lot. Because like I said, Derrick, it used to be a 212.
Yeah.
And then he switched to classic and you've done well in both,
Yeah, now I'm going for men's physique next year.
Shut up. Stop it.
So I look at Brandon and he's like, "Yeah, you have to do it." Okay, yeah.
Yeah, nice. Nice. So, are you looking forward to excited for the Olympia itself? I mean, it's back in Orlando. A lot of athletes I'm speaking to saying they're preferring it there to Vegas. What's your feelings?
May look, and people that are not competing are complaining, and oh, it's better than Vegas. If we competitors, there's no discussion. It's just better doing in Orlando.
Yeah, wow.
It's of course, it's just much better doing in Orlando. Look, one thing that Vegas has in those places is how uncomfortable it is to move around. Okay,
Yeah,
it's not
true.
the same thing.
Yeah, yeah.
And you're a freaking competitor, and then like if you are energy enough to just walk around and doing just the little things in Vegas, you have no condition probably, mate. You have no condition probably. And then if you stay in a Airbnb or something like that, you have to come to like the strips and like the parking, and it's completely different. Orlando is more as friendly for that movement, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know if is the people that are surrounding you is safer, is more family oriented, and you don't have to deal with so much shit that you have to deal in Vegas, really.
Yeah.
You know. So for me, and as a competitor, yes. If am I a fan of the sports or something like that, I prefer Vegas definitely. You know. But as a competitor, I think this is just better than Vegas.
How far are you from Miami to Orlando? I don't know how far that is.
It's probably 4 hours.
Oh, okay. Wow, 4 hours.
Driving.
Oh,
yes.
okay.
Yeah.
So you would just drive it. You drive it.
Yes. Yeah. It's more comfortable than flying is very uncomfortable.
Cool. Have you got any other shows planned apart from the Olympia, or is it just the Olympia and then that's it till next year?
We're thinking about doing Hawaii with Sean Ray.
Oh, wow. Okay. November, is it?
Yeah, I said like 2 weeks after the Olympia or something like that.
Okay. Is there pro classic there, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Go get another win.
So I hope so, yeah. I mean, Maggie wants to go to Hawaii, but we have some friends there with Daxford. So they were like very excited to see me there. And I'm excited to go to Hawaii.
Nice.
I've never been in Hawaii anyways.
I've never been to Hawaii. Have you been to Hawaii, Derrick?
No, nowhere.
Derrick, is anything you want to ask?
That's too far to fly, man.
Too far to fly.
Yeah.
You ain't getting no plane. Derrick, anything you'd like to ask Alex?
No, just well done. Congratulations. That sounds good, man. It sounds good,
Thank
man.
you, mate.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Yeah, so he's got to get to Olympia now.
Get to Olympia.
Qualified. Because when you win the Masters Olympia, you qualify for the actual Olympia as well.
Right.
So,
right. So
that's
a
double
cool.
bonus,
Yeah.
So cool. Yeah. All right, Alex. Anything else you want to say, mate? Anybody you want to thank, or anything you want to talk about, or before I let you go, mate?
No, first of all, the only thing that I want to talk, I'm happy that we raised the weights on the classic.
Oh yeah.
I think that was something just fair to do it. I've been complaining about that in silence because it's something that I talked with Neil. I've been talking with the other guys that, you have a compound weight increase. And when you get to 6 feet or 6 something, you probably compound for every inch of your body a pound, which other guys small like me, I can compound that. I compound 500 milligrams. That's an example, right?
So did you struggle to make classic?
Oh, yes, I do. Yeah, I do.
Okay.
But
how much extra do you get? How much extra do you get now?
So 5 pounds.
Oh, 5 pounds. So
yes.
would you be hitting that limit as well?
Say it again.
Would you be hitting that limit as well with the extra 5 pounds?
Not yet. I don't think anybody can. I mean, no. If you set your body with a good condition for the time that increase was made to now the Olympians, so it's very hard that somebody's gonna pack 5 pounds of pure muscle and
but some guys have to lose. Some guys have to lose.
Guys have to lose that. Yeah. So those guys, yes, but I don't think that you have to lose. You have the space to lose 5 pounds of just pure muscle. If that's the case, you're gonna look terrible. Period.
Yeah.
Not for the weight that you are. Now, that's an open. The 5 pounds is completely different when you're 300 pounds or 280. And then you lose 5 pounds or 10 pounds, and then you lose 20 pounds of fat. But we're talking about 192 pounds, guys.
Yeah.
Just take 5 pounds of muscle or put it in or take it out.
Yeah.
You know, so in order to lose that pounds of fat and distribution of fat and muscle, I mean, how much fat do you have?
Yeah.
Or how much muscle you need to have to make that balance? And another thing that people don't pay attention is how do you set to lose that and look hard and full, right? Because most people made it and they don't look full. And then some guys just make the weight, and it's been the case of some other, you know, like I don't mention the names, but some guys are like, oh, I'm going to get bigger for this show. And it was a terrible idea. They actually lose a lot of places at the Olympia, and the guys that are trying to do that, right? So you have to adjust your body. Like these 5 pounds in that period of time, I think you have to go through season, off season, and then just put that weight on. There's some people like, I think the most benefits is a guy that is really mature, hard, and good condition muscle like Brian.
Yeah, I was going to say
completely amazing.
Brian and Ramon, I feel like are the two that are going to benefit highly from this.
I don't think Ramon have the same. I think Ramon only have 2 pounds.
Okay.
But because of the height of this
I know
guy.
he's had problems. He has problems with his height, doesn't he?
Yes, but I think Terrence and Brian, those guys like that. I think that even myself, I mean, I 5 pounds on myself. When I was doing 212, I was 196, 87 pounds.
Okay.
I was as a 212.
Yeah.
And I never placed out of the top 2.
Yeah.
So it was very good body and size and everything like that, right? So I don't think I have to spend 80% of my prep with low carbs now.
Okay, good.
So, and people, well, low carbs is not that hard. It's not that hard to do in the low carb. It's that hard to train the same intensity and strain after that when you have so many weeks, and then you start feeling, I don't train the same way, right? So, the benefits are completely different. Obviously, it's not going to, you're not going to treat your muscle the same way when you're putting more energy into your muscles and your body.
Yeah.
So it's going to help me, I mean, very well in that sense. And also my stomach and many things that you can control better when you have carbs and you don't have to kill yourself that much. So, and I can change things that I have to change, but my body was very balanced, and people don't notice that there's some people that have very good legs or very good back or very good but what I have is a very good balance in my body.
Yeah, very balanced.
It's just balancing my body. So in order to change something, I have to increase, for example, something in my legs or my arms, or I don't think that my back is going to be a problem, but I have the space now. I can do it, and and by the time that I was balanced and complete, I was 192 pounds.
Right.
So now I have to balance the same thing and distribution of the body, so I don't change what I have. What is good for me.
Well, Neil's not going to be looking at the scale, as he's going to look at you and say, okay, you're ready. Whether you're 192, 194, 191, it's going to be like, he's going to be like, yes, you're ready now. He's not going to give a shit about the weight, is he?
No, the 97, he's not going to get, no. Yeah. Right away, he's not paying attention to that. No,
but though, it takes a bit of pressure off, for you trying to make weight and, and cruising in, so it's probably going to be a little bit less stress for you,
It's going to be less stress. It is now, because I don't have to play with low carbs that much. So again, you have more energy and anything, but Neil doesn't pay attention to that.
Yeah.
Neil is going to be, you probably is going to be 192, 93.
Yep.
With a really good shape, right? Mm-hmm. So he's not thinking about to make 196 right now. No, not at all.
Good.
Yeah.
All right then, mate. Well, like I said, I wanted to get you on and congratulate you for winning the Masters Olympia Classic, mate. That's a huge title to have. It's a huge, nice little thing to add, to the collection, and I know it'll do your business very good, and it's a good little boost now for the Olympia, for this little run up now for the next 7-8 weeks, So, and like I said, you're starting from a much better point than you were for the Masters,
Definitely, yes.
Yeah. So, all right then, mate. Well, I'll let you go, and thank you so much for coming to MD Global Muscle, and all the best for the Olympia, and I'll speak to you very soon.
No, thank you very much. Thank you to you, mate. For always having me here. Hey, thank you guys.
Yeah,
right?
All right then, mate.
Always supporting me, and I appreciate that. I appreciate you, mate.
All right.
Always.
And thanks to Maggie for sorting the picture.
Yeah, your partner.
Yeah. All right, then, mate. I'll speak to you very soon. Take care, mate.
Take care.
Okay, guys, we're just going to go a quick NPC European posing routine review. So, Derrick, if you get me on full screen, let's give our commentary and see our guy Nathan from the UK. So let's have a look. What we're seeing. He looks a bit better. He looked a bit watery when he first came out.
It looked a bit soft. Yeah, it did look a bit soft. But I mean, now he's sharpened up as time has gone on. Yep, it definitely looks sharper there. Looks a bit more harder.
Yeah. I thought it was very, very close when he's not quite as hard as he was last week.
No.
You can see, look around his lats, his abs, look at his obliques there on that side shot there, on that side video, and the back. He's definitely not as hard as he was last week.
He's a little bit softer. I mean, still popping, but he's not as sharp.
Do you remember in the delts and the arms last week, the separation is radial bicep? It was very, all the separation was sharp. I think they've tried to fill him up too much.
Yeah, it was really sharp last week, but he's a little bit off this week. Mm-hmm. But has he done enough to take the title? I don't know.
I bet he's probably a good few pounds. It looks like a good 4 or 5 pounds heavier than it was last week.
Yeah.
So obviously they want to bring him in nice and big and full, but I feel like he's sacrificed some condition, Derrick.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Looks good. If he wins, it's going to be a lot less of a clear win than it was last week, because Regan is a lot better this week.
Yeah, Regan's coming a lot tighter, man.
And do you know and you notice his tan was so much better this week, and the difference that makes, Derrick.
Yeah, of course it does.
Yeah.
But this time we've got good lighting on stage.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's a lot better than last week's anyway. So we've got here now.
Now, this is Tim Buddersheim. This is who I was really impressed with. The difference in Tim from last week is drastic. I think he was 7th place last week. Theo was 6th place. But to me, he looks 20% better this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks fuller, harder.
It's definitely harder.
Yeah, he looks really full to bursting. Looks very, very good. Yeah, the abs are still pretty nice and tight. Yeah. I remember seeing Tim, like I said, when he won his pro card in 2017 at the San Marino. And then the day after at the San Marino, he took 4th place.
Oh, right. Okay.
Brandon Curry was 3rd.
Yeah.
Hadi Chupin was 2nd, and Cedric Millen was 1st.
Right.
Yeah. Hadi just blew my mind at that show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think he was still pretty much technically a 212 at that time as well, but he was competing in the Open, but he just looked incredible. I thought he should have won that actually over Cedric. But Tim looks really, really good. I have seen Tim a little bit harder from the back. Mm-hmm. I have seen him harder from the back. But, I mean, the glutes, the hams, the quads.
And everything, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
His lower is there, isn't it?
Yeah. He's popping more than he was last week.
Mm-hmm.
Right, okay, then we've got Roman Fritz here, who was 3rd place last week at the Flex Pro. I think he looks even better this week, Derrick.
Yep, he's definitely sharpened up a bit, hasn't he?
Yeah. They've got the lighting too much on him, so it's kind of washing him out a little bit here, but he is in the lighting we saw earlier on, he's in very, very good condition. I think he's peaked really well for this show.
I think they'll turn the lighting off.
There you go. It's better from the side.
It down anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you can see from that second screen. The condition in his glutes. Look at the glutes.
Yeah, the glutes and the hams, you literally can't get any more ripped than that. I mean, that is just skin and muscle.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Look at the hamstrings, the cords.
Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, it looks good. There's nothing wrong with his lower body.
No.
I would still like to see a little bit more back on him, back and arms, but I'm sure he's aware of that. But I wouldn't be surprised if he takes 3rd, so he holds his position from last week.
Yeah.
With Nathan and Regan, I don't know how that's going to go until I see Regan, really. Because we didn't see the prejudging call-outs yet. So we don't really... I've seen a few pictures online, but we were interviewing Giles when the prejudging was on, so we're literally looking at this with fresh eyes. Okay, we got Regan Grimes. Oh, can he win this, Derrick? Can he win it?
Let's have a look.
He looks bloody good, mind. I'm more impressed with him than I was last week. I think he looks a lot better. To me, he just looks, there's more pop to his physique. He's
just
a little bit leaner, a little bit drier.
Yep.
A little bit fuller, maybe. Feel like Yeah. I feel like he's about... Is he?
I think he's going to be close, you know.
Do you think so?
Yeah, I think he's going to be close because now I've seen him in close up. He looks like either he's faded a bit.
Yeah.
From...
Do you think? Yeah, I think...
Possibly because, I mean, I'm like looking at his glutes and things like that compared to the competitor that we just had before him. He's not as tight as him, but you know, he's
not
got the muscle. No, but he's got obviously his muscle shape and everything is there.
But you know what, size. Derrick? When I see that side video, no one looks hard. Like only Roman was the one that actually looked like in condition. Everybody else looks soft.
Yeah, they look a little bit soft. Yeah,
isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Like you look at it front on and they look great, but when you look at the side on camera, which is actually they zoom in more, I feel like no one's really fibrous and really detailed and in condition.
So it could be still open.
Yeah,
still open,
yeah.
So,
I hope. I mean, I know Nathan is fuller than he was last week. He's definitely a lot bigger and fuller, but he has sacrificed some conditioning.
Yes.
And I don't know whether that's enough to get beat or whether he can just about hold on to that win. You know, so but Regan's definitely closed the gap.
He's definitely closed the gap, but you know, he's not as sharp neither. So you know, as I said, it's open.
Yeah,
it's open.
Yeah.
Splitting hairs now, I reckon.
Yeah, it's a flip of a coin. Whether they'll think, well, I don't know how they're going to judge it. Whether they'll think, oh, we'd like to get Regan qualified for Olympia, and maybe they'll give it to him. Or, okay, we've got Dorian Hayward here, all the way from I think Florida. He's from. He's like a chiropractor.
Yeah,
a physiotherapist. I think he's a physio, or is he a chiropractor? Physio, I think. Dr. Dorian Hayward. Yeah, and he's. I imagine he's prepping for the Legion show. Because he normally does several shows in a row, and the only US show that's left now is the Legion in Reno, Nevada, in 3 weeks because we've just had Charles Griffin on. Yeah, looks good. Dorian always looks good. Yeah, but with a name like that, you got to look good, haven't you?
You got to look good.
Yeah. Do you remember there was two Ronnie Colemans? Do you remember there used to be two Ronnie Colemans? There was a Ron Coleman. A natural guy that used to compete in the pros. Ron, and there'd be Ronnie Coleman, and there was Ronnie Coleman.
Oh, right, I didn't know that.
Another black guy with a moustache, and he had nice physique, really nice physique, but obviously wasn't as big as Ronnie. But he called himself Ron Coleman.
Oh, right.
And Ron called himself, obviously, Ronnie, because otherwise that would be too confusing. Yeah. Because sometimes they'd be in the same show. So you see Ron Coleman on the name, and then Ronnie Coleman. It's like, he's that good, they've placed him twice. Yeah, so Dorian looks good. He's, I mean, he could be a little bit harder. I mean, he's lacking a bit of condition from the back there, isn't he? Mm-hmm. But he's thick. He's, I imagine the main show he's peaking for is Legion, because I wouldn't imagine this would be his only show, and I doubt he's doing France.
Yeah.
So he's probably going straight back to America, and then we'll go on to Legion, I'd imagine. Right, who's next? Who we got? Theo Leggetti, Le Grand Fromage, the big cheese, Derrick.
Yep.
Big cheese. I think he's probably the most polished up there. I think in terms of conditioning, presentation, tan, everything. I feel like he looks the most overall polished up there in that lineup.
Yeah.
His conditions up there with Roman Fritz, I think.
Yep, definitely. Yeah. Condition is there.
Let's have a look. I want to see the zoomed in camera because you want to see the quality of his physique.
That's right.
I think he's because he was 6th place last week in Italy at the Flex Pro. I'd love to see him move up 1 or 2 spots. I think he'll beat Liang, and I think Tim's got him. So I think maybe the best he can hope for maybe at the moment is 5th. I've got a feeling that Tim's going to be 4th, Roman 3rd, Regan 2nd, Nathan 1st. What do you think, Derrick?
Oh, here we go.
There you go. He's a big guy as well.
He's a big guy.
He is, isn't he? When you see him next to the others, then you kind of realise how big he is. And he doesn't practice his posing routines either. He just makes them up on the spot. Yeah, he's a cool guy, Theo. I've had him on the show loads of times. Yeah, he looks good.
Yeah.
Looks good. He's shaking his ass. Theo. Yeah, he took 4th place in the New York Pro last year. Yeah, and he won. I think he won this show last year.
All right.
Yeah, he won this show last year. That's where he qualified for the Olympia. I don't think he's going to win today.
No,
I think I have seen him a bit harder as well, actually. Why can't these guys hard from the back? The only one that's hard from the back is Roman.
Yeah.
He's the only one that's actually brought real conditioning from the back. Yeah, I think Theo can get better. Looks good, but I have seen him tighter.
Better,
I think he was tighter last week, actually. I think he was tighter in Italy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, around the legs, the separation of the legs, the glutes, everything, the back. I know it's different stages, different lighting and stuff, but I do feel like he was a few percent sharper last week and better.
Mm-hmm.
So who's last? Who's next? Who have we got left now? Hang on. I'm trying to think. Is this Dennis? Is this Dennis Reinhold? I think so. Oh no, this is Pablo Lopez. This was the guy I think took 5th place here last year. He's a young Spanish competitor, definitely moving up. I like this guy's physique, and you were impressed with him. We watched him earlier, didn't you?
Yeah.
Fantastic legs. He's in good condition.
Yeah, he is in good condition.
Yeah.
Nice legs.
He's coming up fast, this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think another year or two, I think he's going to continually move up. I'm impressed with
his condition is not bad there. It's nice and tight in the midsection.
Yeah.
So
lots of pop, lots of thickness, roundness, lots of things going on, lots of detail. Yeah, I like his physique. I think he's a guy that I like that shot there, like that there. The shoulders, the arms, the legs, everything. Could definitely do with a bit more back though.
Yeah, definitely.
I said to you earlier on, I said the guy's just
got condition in his back compared to everybody else.
He has.
But look at the glutes now. See, the glutes look soft compared to some of the other guys.
Yeah. He just needs more development, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I don't know how old he is.
It's coming up.
Yeah.
It's coming through now.
Yeah. Thick, isn't he?
Yeah.
Quite thick.
Yeah.
Quite thickly muscled. A little bit more size. He's going to look really, really good. Really, really good. I think he's probably going to be around 6th, 7th, something like that. I would imagine. Yeah. Like I said on last week. I said on the sort of Power Hour with Ron Harris. I said he's like a top end second call out guy.
Yeah.
So who we got next? Who we got next? Oh, Derrick. Yeah, I felt like he missed the mark a bit. He was looking a lot better in photos, but as a lot of these guys do. But he was definitely sharper last week. The lower body looks soft to me. The upper body looks good, but I feel like the lower body's really smoothed out. And I don't think he's got his tan right. It looks patchy. Looks patchy and messy, doesn't it?
Not clean.
No, I've seen him better than this. I saw him a lot better than this at the EVLS Prague last year when he got second to Michael Krizanek. I've seen him a lot harder than this. It's funny because in his photos he looked absolutely shredded. Absolutely shredded, Derrick. So...
No, it's a bit so soft.
He's going to probably land around 8th, 9th. Yeah. He needs to sharpen up. Wonder how much he can sharpen up. And I don't like that tan. They shouldn't be going on stage with tans like that. They should know backstage and say, "Get it fixed, please." The tan, because he's got no sheen on as well.
No.
So he'll look softer than he is, and his tan's too light. So, because under that front shot, I mean, he really does look washed out there. But you can see in that side camera, the tan is very, very patchy. It's almost like he's put his clothes on after the judging, and he's not topped it up or anything when he's gone back out. Maybe because he's thought, I'm not going to do well, so I'm not going to bother. I don't know. But I like Derrick. He's very, very good. And like I say, he was second in a very tough show in Prague last year, last November. So here we are. Liang. I don't think Liang's going to get 4th place this week. I feel like he's going to slip. His condition was a lot better last week, Derrick. Because I had him 3rd over Roman, but I don't have him 3rd over Roman this week.
Oh, yeah.
He's softer, isn't he?
He is a lot softer.
That's a shame. I wanted him to be harder. And he needed to be harder to do well, to beat someone like a Roman or really move up, But do you know what I find strange about his physique? His rear lat spread is incredible, but his readable bicep it's not quite as good. Yeah, nothing's popping. Like last week when he hit that frontal bicep, we were like, wow.
Wow, exactly. Separation in his legs and everything. He's got the muscle mass. He just needs to sharpen up.
Yeah, I mean, like, look at the abs. There's all the definition he had last week in his chest, and his abs. It's all gone. All around his shoulders, his back. He's really smoothed out there. I wonder if he stayed out in Europe or whether he went back to China and then came back again. Because I don't know what the best thing to do for these guys is whether they should just, fly to Spain after Italy and get himself in an apartment and then just get dieting, and stay on the diet rather than flying back and forth, maybe eating crap, Yeah. I don't know whether he has, but, all that traveling, I don't know whether that's the best idea, So, yeah, not as good. I'm not as impressed.
Yeah.
That's a shame, really, because I really wanted him to move up this week because I really like this guy's physique and I think he's a real superstar. So, is that everyone?
Looks like it.
Yeah, I think that's everyone.
So,
okay, what are they doing? Okay, I think we're going to see a bit of a pose down now. Or is it I think it's straight into the placings, Oh, Nathan's ready. Yeah, if Nathan wins this, it's by a squeak.
Yeah.
Because he won it outright last week. And I feel like if he wins this, it's he's gonna squeak through. I felt like they wanted to bring him in fuller. Nice and full and thick and round, Should we put a little bit of sound on, or can we put the sound on?
Nathan, 7 Tim.
Oh, wow, they're prejudging.
Oh, it's prejudging.
Yeah. Final call-outs.
Regan, 15 Theo.
Okay. I feel like I have to take the sound off this now. Right, okay then, Derrick. We've got Regan, Tim, Roman, Nathan, Theo, and is that Pablo? That's Pablo, yeah. So left to right, Pablo Lopez, Regan Grimes, Tim Buddersheim, Roman Fritz, Nathan Diasha, and Theo. But look at the size of Theo. When you see him stood next to the other guys, you realise how big he is. He doesn't look that big by himself, but when he stands next to someone like Nathan with his thickness, you realise actually how big Tim is. Theo, sorry. So look, I tell you what, Tim Buddersheim looks absolutely fantastic. I mean, look at him from the back. He's on. He's really on, Derrick. He looks really good. Really good. I tell you what, Tim...
It's going to be close,
It is, isn't it?
It's going to be close, yeah.
I mean, could Tim win this? No, Tim could win this, could he, surely? Do you think he could? I've seen Nathan look fantastic at a show, and they gave him 4th,
Yeah?
Yeah, he won 3 shows in a row, and then he went to Prague, and he got 4th. So I don't, I've seen these kinds of things happen. But for me, Tim is really standing out here. And I tell you what, Pablo looks good as well. I like the condition. I feel like Theo's faded a bit from last week. Nathan fuller, but he's not quite as pin sharp. Roman's condition looks good. But my eyes keep being drawn to Tim. I think he looks absolutely fantastic. Regan looks good. Has he faded or has he got better as the show's gone on, Derrick?
I think it to me, is getting better.
Do you think?
Yeah, man.
I can't tell, I find it really difficult to read Regan's physique. He looks good. His back shots are incredible.
His back shot is oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah, good.
That's a class back.
Yeah. Come on. I bet Nathan's really... I think this will be... If Nathan wins this, I think it'll be it'll be more to him than it did last week, because I think if he's objective, he'll know that he didn't walk away with this one.
No.
So let's just see. But the abs aren't sharp. This thing's just not, he looks good, looks fantastic. He could win it, but Roman and Tim look fantastic there, conditioning wise. I mean,
I think there's only Tim really who's really kept his condition, but.
Well, why have they got Roman and Tim in the middle? Why haven't they moved them? Are they going to move them? I feel like they're going to move Nathan and Regan together in the middle. Yeah. So it's Nathan and Regan's the top 2.
Yeah.
It's still the top 2.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. Okay, come on, Nathan. So fight for this, mate.
Fight for this one.
Yeah. If Regan was just that little bit sharper, he could have took this. I mean, he still might. I mean, I wouldn't be shocked if he did win it.
No.
I wouldn't be shocked. So let's have a look.
That's Nathan does enough just to pull it.
Yeah, he's got that thing. He's got that thickness that the other guys don't. He's just got. I think he'll just. I've got a feel. I don't. Oh God. I can't decide. Tell you what, this is going to be a lot closer than it was last week.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Nathan's variable biceps incredible. He shouldn't let Regan get in front though, because Regan's got a bigger frame, and when the bigger guys, physically bigger guys come in front, your eyes are drawn to them, and Nathan's just kind of like sat in the background because he hasn't got a bigger frame, you know, he's shorter and he's got a smaller frame. But like, if you actually look at it equally, Nathan takes that one. Yeah, he's like I said, he's fuller, but he's just not quite as dry as he was last. I think he looks, maybe is he hardened up a little bit now, or because some guys, the more they pose, the more they fell out, don't they? And some guys just get better the more and more they pose. I mean, I'll be honest though, my eyes are just drawn to Tim because he's just getting better and better and better. He's got detail, he's got dryness, he's got fullness. I mean, he just looks night and day over last week, night and day. I think he's going to be a lot higher than, was he 7th last week, I think. Theo was 6th. Roman was 3rd. Nathan was 1st. Regan was 2nd. And now we've got Pablo as well in the mix as well in the top 6. So I'd imagine Pablo will be 6th, maybe even Theo, because he's looking really, really good. So, okay. Let's have a look. Okay. Is the rest of the guys? The rest of the top. This is 7th through 10th.
Yeah.
Hang on, was it 5 guys? Yeah, 7th through 10th. This. So, yeah. So Liang's dropped to 7th, 8th at best, really, isn't he? Yeah. Probably got Dorian in 8th. Jan in Derrick 9th, and then this gentleman on the left, I put him in 10th. You know. Maybe Leanne's just got that much muscle, but thing is, he's just lost the condition from last week. And he needed better condition last week, Derrick.
Yeah.
So I would probably shut it down if I was him now. You know, he's made his statement. He made it. He looked fantastic last week. 4th place in his first pro show. Sorry, 2nd pro show because he was 5th in Romania last year. I was there. Yeah. So. Yeah.
You see, he's done the work in his off season. You can see that clearly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
God.
It looks, you know, packed. But the condition there.
I know. Down, I'd like to see him just that little bit sharper, Derrick. Yeah, he's thick as a brick, isn't he? But he was fuller last week as well.
To me, if he'd have nailed his condition, I would have been looking at for you know a second, probably first, yeah. Yeah. If he'd have nailed his condition, because I think he's got a fantastic physique.
Yeah, I do. I bet I've seen him in the flesh. I saw him in Romania last year, and he looked incredible. So, yeah. God, Jan Derrick's tan looks awful. You can't be going on stage like that.
No,
yeah, it's patchy. It's he's lost the condition as well. Yeah, it's funny that they can look amazing in their photographs. They look the photographs he looked absolutely shredded.
Yeah,
and separated, and he's got on stage, and he doesn't look anything like that. I mean, he's a good physique, but he doesn't look anything like he did in the photos.
So like, is it overcarbing? Is
I don't know.
Put it down to?
Probably filtering pictures and sharpening pictures, to be honest, or putting pictures before you carb up or whatever when you're flat and you're just trained and you're pumped and everything. So okay then, we got the top 2 here, Derrick. Yep. Come on then, Nathan versus Regan, round 2. Ding ding.
Let's
Derrick,
zoom in.
What team are you on, Derrick?
Well, you know, I'm gonna just, you know, pin it on Nathan, but you know, to me, it could go either way.
Yeah, I wouldn't be disgusted if Regan won.
No,
because he does look good. He does look really good. Looks really good. Yeah, Nathan. See, Nathan, the condition in Nathan's legs.
Yeah,
the fullness in his chest and his shoulders. That's where he takes Regan. I feel like from the back, it's a little bit more even. Though Nathan's radial bicep, see, Regan's got a good radial bicep, but Nathan's just that thicker and harder, isn't he?
Oh,
yeah, they're zooming in now.
Zooming in now.
Good.
Let's have a look.
Yeah. Okay, let's have a look. Yeah, I think Nathan thicker. He's just thicker, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's just got more muscle. Come on, Nathan. Go get that first place check, mate. Second check of the month. God, his teeth look lovely. Look at Nathan's teeth.
Huh?
I used to call him Nathan Dinashes.
Yeah.
Because he had his because all the O2 boys, the Q8 boys, he used to get all their teeth done. Yeah, his quads were a lot sharper last week.
Yeah,
you know when he straightened his leg, that looked sensational last week, and now it looks good, but it's not quite as dry. Well, it looks good there,
but it's come through a little bit more from when we first.
Yeah. I think he's definitely somebody gets better the more he poses. Doesn't he?
That's right.
Okay. Oh, we got a pose down now, Derrick.
Okay.
I love a good pose down. I tell you what, Roman looks really good. I think Roman will be third again. Roman third. Who have I got in fourth? I've completely forgotten. Is it Theo in fourth? Oh no, sorry, Tim. I would have Tim in third actually. I'd have Tim over Roman. Yeah, I would. I'd have Tim third.
Yeah.
Roman fourth. Theo fifth, and Pablo sixth. Oh, they're going to go down into the audience now.
All right.
Yeah. Yes, that's Christy. She's a women's physique pro. She's lovely. She picked us up when brought Brandon Curry over in 2020. Picked us up from the airport. Yeah. She's lovely. Her and her husband. Husband competes as well. Yeah. Well, Tim and Roman look like they don't want to get into the audience. There's Nathan. Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. Go on, Nathan. Can't put the sound. Put a little bit of sound on for a couple of seconds. No, I got to take the sound off there. Get done for copyright. So I like this. Who's this guy? The guy on the left. Is he someone who's made top 10 anyway? Gonna be good for him. Is that the Russian guy, the Ukrainian guy? I don't want to get it wrong. Cool. I've been to that venue. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. I've been a couple of times. In 2021, me and Lauren did the live stream for the NPC European, which Nathan won. Nathan won this show in 2021. And then we went for the Big Man weekend in November 2021. Is it 2021 or 22? 21. Yeah. It's good though when all the guys come into the audience and everyone can get their, videos and selfies and stuff like that. It's like a bit of a tradition. Be careful, don't fall off those tables. Can you imagine if one of them went tumbling? Yeah, can you imagine that? Oh no!
Table giveaway.
Yeah. Look at all the the lighting and everything and all the things. It's called VB Spaces. The venue. It's really nice. Really nice. Hard to get a taxi, man. My God, it's just on the outskirts of town. So I tell you what, Tim looked absolutely fantastic. And Emir Omaragic there was doing the live stream commentary, but I thought he was actually down to compete, but he's obviously decided not to and do the commentary instead. So Dorian Hayward. Yeah. So I'd imagine he'd be looking to peak for Legion. So he'd be going up against Charles Griffin in a couple of weeks, Derrick.
Yep.
So, right. Cool. Come on, guys. I want to get the placings. I want to hear who won. Come on. Nice. Well, they sure do like their pose downs in Spain.
Do.
Jan Turek, he doesn't look too energized at the moment. I think he knew he didn't nail it. Well, you still got to go out there even if you haven't nailed it. So, come on, Nath. Come on, get back up on stage. I want to hear who's won. Come on, that's enough, gentlemen. Nope, still doing pictures. Yeah. Right, so I'm going Nathan first, Regan second.
Yeah.
Tim Buddersheim third. Roman fourth. Pablo fifth. Oh no, sorry. Theo fifth. Pablo sixth. There you go.
Yeah, okay.
I'm sticking with that, Derrick.
Okay.
I'm sticking with that.
Okay.
I got the classic bang on yesterday. Wesley first, Middleman second, and German Pasta third. I was bang on with that, so I'm very happy about that. Feeling very smug right now. So let's see if I can get it right again. Come on! Oh, I'm really rooting for Tim. He looks really good. He's the most I think he's the most improved over last week.
Yes.
Definitely. So, yeah. Okay. There you are. And Roman looks very, very good. I think Roman looks even better than last week, actually. Come on, then. Let's see. Big guys everywhere.
Come on, now. It's time now. Come on, let's have a look.
Yeah. Come on. Line them up. Go on, Leanne. Yeah, I love that front bicep.
That's his signature, innit?
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. The way he opens up.
Yeah.
Awesome, innit?
Awesome. Fantastic arms.
Tim just looks completely transformed over last week. He looks so pumped. Look at him. He's flexing his arms and he's not even flexing them. They're just he's just moving them. And they just look so... How do you get that full, Derrick?
Well, listen.
Without spilling over.
Don't have veg.
No. No veg, Derrick. Derrick, no veg Clarke.
No veg.
No veg Clarke. That's what you're going to be called. No veg. Like, what's that tennis player called? Novaks. He refused to take the vaccine. No vax. No veg. No veg, Derrick.
No veg.
Yeah. 6th place, Pablo. Maybe Theo, because Pablo did look really, really good. So, Roman's like, get that camera out my face. Come on, then. 6th place. Pablo or Theo? I'm going to go Pablo.
You can go Pablo?
Yeah, I'm going Pablo.
Right, okay.
I feel like Theo's done enough to get 5th. Come on.
Are
we going to put some sound on? We can put some sound on.
All right, please take the 5th place medal. And a check of $1,000.
Okay.
To our 5th place finisher.
5th, Theo.
And it goes to Germany, Roman Fritz.
Roman Fritz in 5th. Oh, shit. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, wow. That's quite a difference. Ooh. Well, I had him in 4th. Theo didn't beat. I think Theo got 6th.
Wow.
Do you think Theo got 6th? What if Pablo got 4th?
Well,
Pablo could have got 4th, you know.
Let's just see now.
I'm thinking it'll be Theo. Oh, he doesn't look happy.
No, he's not happy.
He looked better than last week. Isn't it funny? Different head judges and stuff.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Okay, come on. Theo.
Right, please take the 4th place medal.
Let's have a look.
And the check of $1,000 to our 4th place finisher.
Theo. Pablo.
And it goes to France.
Theo. Yeah, Theo.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm glad Theo's moving up then. He's gone from 6th to 4th. So, and he beat Roman because he was 6th last week. Roman was 3rd, so he's leapfrogged over Roman now.
Yeah.
So he's moving up. Come on, Theo. Oh, I love Theo. He's a cool guy. Very, very good guy. Very good guy. Had him on Global a million times.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's cool. So,
3rd place in the bronze medal.
3rd is Tim.
Yeah.
3rd is Tim. Tim's got 3rd.
To our 3rd place finisher.
Tim. I'm glad they rewarded him. Tim Buddersheim.
It goes to Germany.
There you go.
Tim.
There we go. Yeah. Totally agree with that. I'm glad he's got. So he's gone from 7th to 3rd.
Yeah.
And he's beat the 2 guys that beat him last week.
Yeah.
Because Theo and Roman both beat him last week. So that's how much you can change in a week. But
I said it's only a week, isn't it?
But he was the one who was most improved.
Yeah.
He said on his Instagram, he said last week was just a warm up. And you're like, yeah. But he meant it. And he's right. He looked fantastic. I liked him. I've had Tim on Global as well. Yeah, cool guy. He had a really bad cold, so he was sniffing a lot. What do you think? Nathan or Regan? Come on, Derrick. Nathan or Regan.
It's going to be...
Hang on. No!
Oh,
Regan! They give it to Regan. Fantastic. Wow. Okay, cool. No, I'm not. I don't agree. I don't disagree with that.
No.
Yeah, it could have gone either way.
I don't think Nathan would disagree with it neither.
Yeah,
you know
that was.
No, because it was softer. Right?
He was.
It was softer.
He wasn't as hard.
No, it wasn't as hard.
Oh, he looks gutted. Well, they're both qualified for the Olympia now.
That's right.
Both qualified for the... And this makes France very, very interesting.
Yeah.
Because they'll both be in that show as well. I wouldn't be surprised if one of them pulls out, though. Because they're qualified. I bet you one of them pulls out.
You reckon?
I reckon Regan will want to go back. Oh, he doesn't look happy.
No.
Oh, he's shaking his head. Oh. He wasn't as hard, though. Oh. Well,
it wasn't...
He was fuller, but he wasn't as hard.
Yeah, it was fuller, definitely fuller, but I mean, it wasn't. You could see it.
Yeah.
But it did sharpen up, though. It did sharpen up.
He did.
Give him his credit.
Yeah,
Right?
it did.
It did sharpen up a bit. I pulled it back a little bit, but just wasn't enough.
Yeah. Well, congratulations there to Regan Grimes anyway. So that's 100%. A fantastic result. Nathan looks very disappointed. Come on, Nathan, you need to, need to wipe that off your face now, really, because you've got to be happy for Regan because they're both qualified. So, the thing is, it makes France very interesting because if they both go head to head and Nathan comes a little bit sharper. Yeah. Now, I actually said I felt like Nathan was going to win 2-1.
Yeah. To me, overall, Nathan's got the physique over Regan.
Yeah.
100%. But on this occasion, Regan just had the condition over him.
He did. But he still could have been harder though. But he impressed me when he came out, and I could see that Nathan had faded a little bit. Nathan was, like I said, Nathan was a little bit fuller and everything, but the conditioning, the back, the glutes, everything there wasn't just quite as dry, So there you go. Okay, we'll leave it there then, Derrick.
Yeah.
And if you just click me back onto the corner camera.
Yeah, there we go.
So, okay then, guys, as you can see there, Regan Grimes has won the second of 3 shows that Nathan and Regan will be doing together. Nathan won, Regan won. Let's see what happens in France is it next week or 2 weeks? I think it's next week, is it? Week. Possibly, yeah. So 3 shows in a row. So hopefully both guys will be in both shows and we can see what happens. And we're joined all the way from, it's somewhere on CST time, Charles Griffin.
Yo!
Good.
Oh, I completely forgot where you're from. I know it's CST. Is it not Texas, is it?
No, I'm Minnesota.
Minnesota. That's different to Texas, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I think we're on the same time schedule as Texas, though. Yeah.
Yeah, 6 hours behind.
Yeah.
So, mate, we haven't spoken since, bloody hell, last year, mate.
Yeah, 22 at the Olympia. Yep.
How are you feeling, mate?
I'm feeling great. You know what I mean? It was feeling great. It was a bad start to the year. You know what I mean? I was making good improvements. I was doing very good. Killing in the gym, and I've been bodybuilding for 9 years, and I'm a perfectionist when it comes to working out. You know what I mean? I execute I execute right. Perfect form, this and that. I really preach that it's not about the weight, it's about the form. And once you execute the form, once you get your form down right and you execute that exercise right, the weight's going to come. You're going to lift heavier weight. So I'm real big on that. And it was a fluke of an accident where the dumbbells we got, it's kind of like they're not all the way flush. It's not all the way flat. Like it's flat, then it has little smaller dumbbells. So when you're on your knees, you gotta like balance them.
Yeah.
And when I was going back with the 170-pound dumbbells, it slid off my leg wrong and it went like this. Ooh. And what I did was I didn't try to fight it. If I would try to fight it, it'd have ripped off. I went with it and I let it go. And right then and there, I felt some weird feeling, but I wasn't in real bad pain. But I felt a weird feeling and I felt something going on. It didn't bruise right away. So I was like, I don't know what's going on. And I knew I tore something. So then I set up the doctor's appointment to go see the doctor, and I got an MRI. And I got a knee doctor I see, and the knee doctor was like, Charles, just come in here and I can read your MRI to you, give you a peace of mind until you see the shoulder and pec doctor the next day. So I go in and see him, and he's like, yep, it's torn off the bone. You need to get surgery. You're going to be out for at least 6 months to a year to get back right. So I was like, fuck, it's over with, you know what I mean? And so then I went to go see the pec doctor the next day, and he's just looking at my MRIs, just all lackadaisical. I'm like, what the fuck, man? This is my career going on here. And you just looking at him like it's nonchalantly. And I'm like, what's going on? And he was like, when do I need surgery? Can you tell me when I need surgery? He was like, he looked at me, he like, you don't need surgery. I jumped up out of the chair and I looked at him. He's like, that's a good thing, right? He was about to push the panic button. Like big black man in here about to go crazy, yo. He was about to push the panic button. Yeah. And he's like, that's a good thing, right? I'm like, yeah, that's a great thing. But your buddy just told me yesterday that I needed surgery. So it was in the muscle belly. And you can't get surgery to the muscle belly because it'd be like doing surgery to ground beef. So what I had to do was I just had to let it heal on its own.
Yeah.
And here I was thinking about 6 to 8 weeks, I'll be back. And, you know, I just had to hold it out and do all the treatment I could do. And I didn't lift no upper body for 10 weeks. You know, some people, they like to go do their one side of their body, lift the one side of their body. I don't care if you're lifting that side of the body. You're still going to be moving your upper body, and you're still going to touch that area. So I said for 10 weeks, I'm not lifting no upper body. And what I did was I trained legs 3 times a week. Wow. So, you know, they gave me grapes and I made wine out of it. You know what I mean? I do what I had to do. And I went 9-10 weeks of just training legs for 3 times a week going in. And I improved on my legs and everything like that. And, you know, now here we are. I'm 3 weeks out from Legion Sports. And we're going to lay it out on the line and get this last qualification of the year.
Yeah. So, I mean, I've spoke to, like, you know, lots of bodybuilders have injuries and stuff, and you know, it really hits them like really, really hard. Now, I'm going to sound like a therapist, but how did it make you feel mentally? Like when it really, like going through all that, you know, you're on a roll, everything's going great, and then bang.
To be ranked 14th in the world from last year, and I still felt like I got overlooked last year, you know, and that was the first year where my peers and people doing the podcast were like, Charles was one of the overlooked bodybuilders on that stage. He was the most conditioned. He was that.
I said that.
So me to place 14th, and people think I should have placed higher. They think I got overlooked. And to have this injury, man, it put me in a bad spot. I'm not even going to lie. You know, I was in a dark phase, you know what I mean? And there was no way around it. I was trying to think positive. I was trying to think like this. I was trying to listen to everybody say this and say that. But, you know what I mean? It's like, this is what I do. Yeah. And I can't compete. I'm on the sideline watching. I was supposed to do the Chicago Pro. I was supposed to do this show. And I'm like, dang, I could have won this show. Dang, I could have won that show. I could have won that show. I could have been qualified. But here I am on the sideline, just licking my chops, waiting. And, you know, it put me in a depressed mode, man. And, you know, it put me in a depressed mode. But what kind of saved me was training legs 3 times a week. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I was able to get some training in, get 3 days a week training in. And that's what kind of kept me kind of sane. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because I know you struggled. We spoke about it a couple of years ago, and you struggled during the pandemic. Because a lot of bodybuilders, I spoke to a lot of bodybuilders then, and you know, like some of them couldn't even get to the gym, or they're having to sneak in somewhere, or having to train in really badly equipped gyms, and you know, and I know you were someone that really kind of struggled during that time as well. So, do you feel like you're a little bit stronger from that to maybe cope with this, or?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think that's what it was. Because 2020, when I went through that pandemic and I gave my body a rest, that was hard. So at least I was able to still train and still like improve somewhere on my body.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've always had my legs have never been lacking. They did lack a little bit. I lost some symmetry because, you know, I found out when I get to a certain weight, when I get up to the 280s, my knees just don't do good for me. And I can't push like that. So I had lost some symmetry in 2019. I had symmetry in 2019. The upper body was bigger than the lower body. And then I found out that I can't get to a certain weight. Once I found out the certain weight I could get to, I was able to train legs and smash legs and get those legs bigger. You know what I mean? So with this 10 weeks off of upper body and just training legs, it really gave my legs time to really catch up to the upper body.
Oh, really?
And really give my symmetry to give my body the symmetry that it looks at. My lower half is stupid right now. You know what I mean?
I saw a video you posted the other day. Legs look incredible. I mean, I always thought your legs were good. You know, the last couple of years they've been very, very good. But so you were actually able to train legs hard, not just like doing just for the sake of doing something. You're actually able to improve them 3 times a week.
I went hard. You know, I made sure I wasn't using this area. Yeah. I made sure keeping this area still, and I trained hard. You know what I mean? And Tuesdays I did glutes and hams. Yeah. Thursday I did quads and hamstrings and glutes.
Yeah.
And Sunday was straight quad day.
Wow.
I was to really improve my legs on that. And like glutes I got chubby boy glutes. That's always like everything will be in 5-6 weeks out. Everything is in besides them glutes, and we gotta keep grinding to try to get those glutes to come in. And with the extra glute training, doing the Bulgarians, the hip thrusts, and all this, everything's came up, man. And I'm just loving the improvements my legs have made. And
good.
People see it. People are going to see it.
Good. So, I mean, obviously with your arm, you know, and your chest, or, you know, when you're putting tension on it, what movements couldn't you do for legs? So just...
RDL.
Sorry?
RDL. For hamstring, RDLs, and I don't never back squat. I've never back squat. So I was able to do the hack squat, have somebody on my side open it up and lock it up. And I was able to do all the leg movements I was able to do. Only one I wasn't able to do was RDLs.
Is that it?
That's it. Yeah.
Wow.
And my pec I was never in pain.
Yeah.
I was never in pain. It was just an uncomfortable feeling. So that's what gave me hope that, it was a grade 2, grade 3 tear, but I was never in pain. I was never this. So I just made sure I babied it. And if I did do an exercise where I felt it, then I would lower the weight. So I'm not putting any stress or strain on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you train your chest differently now?
Yeah, I'm still training. You know, I'm still, because I'm scared. You know what I mean? I'm being cautious. You know what I mean? And I'm able to lower my chest. I'm able to do everything to my chest. I'm not as strong as I was once. I'm not as strong pushing the weight I was doing on it, but the strength is there. But I'm just being cautious. You know what I mean? The muscles built there, the muscles there. I just want to get on stage. I don't want to injure myself trying to do no ego lifting before the show. So I'm loading the chest up. I'm doing everything with the chest, but I'm just being cautious with what I'm doing.
Good. Who are you working with to prep?
You know, Matt. You know, that's
Matt Jansen. Still Matt Jansen.
I've only had 2 coaches my whole career. From 2014 to 2018, I was with Tim Johnson, and then from 18 to current Matt Jansen. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to jump around. Me and Matt missed. That's what I just talked about. Because it seemed like every year they forget about who I am. Every year I got to always prove myself. Like, they'll talk good about these bodybuilders. They talk good about these bodybuilders. But when it comes to me, they're like, oh, you know, like, come on, man. I did my pro debut in 2016. I've been basically in the top 3 every show I've done besides one show and the Olympia. And that one show was 2019 where I placed 2nd at Chicago. And then I went to Tampa and we just dieted wrong and we missed the mark and I placed 6th. Other than that, and I got a lot of second places and a lot of questionable second places. You know what I mean? Like,
I remember.
So it's like, come on, man. They always forget about Charles. It's always, he's not broad from shoulder to shoulder, but he's not missing a body part. Just give me my props.
What was
that?
Just
give me my love. You know what I mean? What
was that show called where was it Victor Martinez you went up against? The muscle. What was? Yeah.
2017, the Kansas Muscle Mayhem.
That's Mayhem. That's right. Yeah.
I went back the next year and won the Muscle Mayhem.
Yeah,
you know
I remember. Yeah, it was tidy.
I got a lot of questionable second places, man. I got like 5 second places on my thing, and it's like, you know what I mean? And I'm not here to complain or this and that, but I'm just saying, like, they don't ever want to give me my fruits, Giles. They always put me in the back, and I'm a veteran in this shit. You know what I mean? I've been doing this. I've been proved that I belong on these stages, and I always get overlooked. I never get my fruits. So, you know what I mean? It is what it is. I'm about to just bring what I bring and my trademark conditioning, my trademark hardness, and we're just going to lay it all out on the stage.
I'll send you a screenshot of the, because I wrote in my MD column a few issues ago, I said, I think that Charles Griffin and I forget the other person I mentioned. I said, I think they were a little bit overlooked at Olympia. I felt like they could have been 4 or 5 spots higher. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, you know, it was pretty dope where Jose Raymond, you had a lot of pros, people speaking up for me.
I was there, I was there. Yeah.
Like some people say, but last year I had top-notch pros, veterans of the sport, retired legends of the sport, speaking up on my behalf, like, dang, Charles got overlooked. Yep. So it felt good last year that everybody finally see my work and finally kind of like speaking up for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And you know, I followed the Indie Pro last year from my hospital bed.
Man.
That was a good show.
that was a good show. And when I talk about questionable second places, that was a questionable second place right there. You know what I mean? Like
that was the best blessing I've ever seen. But I felt like that was a real flip of a coin. That one, I felt that was a close one, very close one.
Yeah, and I really felt like that I should have beat him, and that's why after the show I talked my stuff, and I was like, well, when I see him at the Olympia, I bet you I smashed him at the Olympia, and what happened?
You did.
I smashed him on the biggest stage of bodybuilding. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's where it counts. Where it counts.
It's always because their critique to that was he was fuller. Come on, man, that dude don't have no hamstrings coming from the back, no hamstrings from the side. His legs weren't bigger than mine. Like I could nitpick a lot of stuff, and it's just like another time where Charles got overlooked. And I'm used to it, man. You know what I mean? I'm not here to complain. I'm just here to talk my junk and say, like, I know I always get overlooked, man. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. Yeah. This is a sport I love, and I know it's a subjective and very opinionated sport, but I love it, you know? So that's why I wake up every day, eat the food, train, look like a crackhead in the face, like I smoke meth or something, you know what I mean? I look like a buff meth head walking around, but I love this stuff, you know what I mean? So it is what it is, you know what I mean? Yeah.
You still got your push bike?
What's that?
Have you still got your push bike you got during the pandemic?
No, I got rid of that when I sold that bike and the guys came and bought that bike. They were like, this bike looks brand new. I'm like, yeah, I probably only rode it 3 times because the seat was this small and the tires on it was this small. And I'm like, why when I'm going uphill, it feels like I'm going through mud? I look down at the tires are damn near flat because I'm just too big on the bike. So I sold that bike. I don't got that bike no more. Couldn't do it no more.
No. Anyone else?
Yeah, man. Tell me what you're eating there, man.
Yeah, well, we're curious. We're curious.
What are you eating there, man?
Man, I'm eating right now. I got ground beef,
nice,
rice, and 3 whole eggs. And I didn't have enough rice because I'm making more rice, and I got some rice cakes to make up for it. You know what I mean? So I got a refeed day today. I didn't have like 3 refeed days in a row, and I have a refeed, and my weight's going down. Like I wake up today, my weight will be lower tomorrow. So he's just like, keep feeding me. Yeah. And the glutes are getting harder. The glutes are getting tighter. And my baseline plan was 150 grams of rice.
Yeah.
And the last 2 meals had 100 grams of rice. Now I'm eating 380 grams of rice with 15 grams of ghee butter. And I'm eating a lot more food. And every day my weight's going down by 0.4, 0.5. And I'm just getting harder and harder. So feeding into the show right now, which is lovely.
I saw that video where you did the vacuum and your legs, and like you look kind of ready now. I mean, thing is, like it's a very good sign that your energy's this high and your face is that sunk. That's a very good sign. Good sign.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Only reason my energy's high right now is because I'm talking to my man Giles.
No way.
Because I ain't gonna and I had quad day today. Quad day gives me a little energy, but man, I'm going through the days. I'm dragging. Like yesterday, I was sleeping all day. It's like I'm dragging, but I'm talking to my man Giles doing this, so I'm not even gonna lie. It's giving me some energy right now.
Yeah, remember the 2018 Olympia, the Meet the Olympians? Yeah. And I tell you what, it was like, honestly, it was one of the most high energy interviews I've ever done.
Yeah.
It was on the Thursday, and we were just, me and Charles were absolutely jumping. It was I've watched it back loads of times, that one.
It was like only me and Giles. Nobody else was around. I felt like nobody else around. It was just me and Giles, and there was hundreds of people around. And we
were just like, it was like,
man.
Brilliant. It was brilliant. I was exhausted afterwards, but I felt great, you know. It was fantastic, you know. So, mate, I'm glad the prep's going well. I'm glad that you're feeling good, you know, because like I said, that's a hard thing to overcome, and, you know, because it's, you know, like I said, you're on your roll, and that's your career and everything, and then, you know, and something sets you back. But like you said, you took, you know, grapes and made wine with it, you know.
Yeah, you know what I mean. And that's what I had to do. And like, I don't know, man. I felt like, I'm gonna be honest. I felt like at the beginning of my career, I was training legs like a little pussy.
Really?
And I was like just going off straight genetics. You know what I mean? I was going off genetics, pushing and not pushing as hard. In these last 3 years, I've been actually pushing hard and just going crazy. I wish I'd have did this a long time ago, but man, I'm just pushing, just leaving it all in the gym today. Like today, my shirt felt like it was 40 pounds of sweat. And like I was going down the dungeon. I'm tired, and once I heard the music and I started that leg extension, energy just came, man. And it's just like, I got 3 weeks. There's only 2 more leg days left, and I just all in the gym. That's why when I text you, like, I'm moving slow this morning, but I can't leg day because this is very important. So that's what it is, man. Because it's just prep is hard right now. I'm not gonna lie, I'm struggling right now, but I'm great. But you know, you gotta feel like this in order to look the part on stage. You know what I mean?
You do.
Yeah.
So I'm welcoming all this feeling. I was waiting for it. I was like waiting for it. I'm getting leaner, my face getting sunken in, but I'm still walking around hyper energetic. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, there we go.
Yeah.
And people at the gym like, okay, if Charles don't make eye contact with me, I don't say nothing to him. So they know when I get to that place, like, he'll be back in a few weeks. But right now, we're just going to let Charles be. Yeah.
Isn't it weird, though? Like, when I used to be 4 weeks out, if my cheekbones weren't like yours, I used to start panicking. And some bodybuilders, like you saw Regan today at the weigh-in, at the check-in, and his face is like this, but his body looks great. I'd be freaking out, mate.
I'd be freaking out. Like, I got to have my face sunken in. I got to have all this. Like, when I poke it in, it's there, you know? I need that. Yeah, I need that. So it's on, man. It's on. I'm just excited to be able to actually get back on stage this year because everybody was writing me off. And everybody was like, oh, I thought you weren't competing this year. I thought you was going to take the year off. That never came out of my mouth. Y'all were just assuming.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm going to show everybody how I'm built different. You know what I mean? I had a pec tear in April, and I come back on October to win the show to get the last qualification. You know what I mean? So that's where my head is at right now. I'm speaking it into existence. You know what I mean?
Are you keeping the beard for the show?
Oh, yeah. I'm keeping the beard now. You know what I mean? Like Giles, I used to cut my hair bald and everything like that.
Yeah.
And the first 6 times, that shit grew back like this. The 7th time, it grew back like that. The eighth time, it was like that. And this last time, I'm like, oh shit, is it gonna grow back? Is my hair gonna grow back? And how it grew back, I'm never cutting this bald. And I'm gonna go out there like me. You know what I mean? I like the beard like this. I'm gonna keep it nice, cut up, shaped up. And this is me. I'm gonna go out there as me. You know what I mean? Keeping the beard, man. You know what I mean? So
I could see you rocking a Kai Green ponytail, but that might take a while to grow.
No, I can't see that. You lost me there. We were having a good interview until that comment.
I'm just trying to be a personal stylist, but you know, whatever works, mate, whatever works. It might take a while to grow something about 2-3 foot long, though, won't it? Oh, mate. So, I mean, the Legion's a good show to do as well, mate. That's a real quality show, isn't it?
Yeah, you know, I got a couple buddies at the gym that've done it, and everybody's saying it like it's a good show. It's like a mini Arnold. You know what I mean? They got
amazing.
A lot of stuff going on. They got expos there. They got it's a lot going on. So you know, I'm excited to go out here to Reno and do my thing, man. You know, I'm excited for it.
Chris Minnis is a real quality promoter, isn't he? He's a real. He goes. I mean, even at the start when he started, he went more than the extra mile, and every year he's just built that show. I mean, that guy is innovative and creative and passionate. I love it.
This show, I did this show my pro debut, which was the Frigno Legacy.
Ah, that's what it was then, wasn't it? Yeah.
Frigno switched it up, and then they took it over. So now it's like this was my pro debut in 2016. So it's like, you know, but I feel like it's going to be a better show than what the Frigno was.
Yeah. No, it's just a completely next level, isn't it? Next level.
Yeah.
So cool. All right then, mate. Well, anything you want to ask him, discuss with him, Derrick?
Yeah,
or?
no, man.
Derrick wants to pick his brains.
Look, thanks for keeping it real. You know what I mean? Because end of the day, you know, guys do have low times, but you went down, but you come back up, and that's the thing. You come back up. You know what I mean? So you know, thanks for letting us know. You know what I mean? I think it's good to hear because when people are down, then they know that if you keep at it, you can come back. And you've showed it, man.
Man, that's why I got 100% real tatted on me, man. Like when I'm on my Instagram, when I'm doing interviews, I'm just being me. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna put on no side. yeah, I go through hard times like everybody else. I'm not this superhero, this and that and that. I'm just a brother with big muscles that love bodybuilding.
Yeah, man.
That go through shit like that person that doesn't have muscles. I'm not a superhero, you know what I mean? So I keep it real, and I think that's why I do get the love I get on the social media. I get the love from when I'm walking around, this and that, because I shared my story, you know what I mean? I'm from the streets. I done done some crazy stuff in my life, and I've shared my whole story, and they're like, wow, if Charles went through that, and I haven't went through nearly as much as that, why can't I dig myself out of that hole if he can dunk himself out of that hole?
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean? So that's why I use this platform to share my story. So if I help one or two people, I'm winning.
You're winning. That's it. That's what I love to hear. Yeah, man. True.
Yeah. Well, you're making Derrick want to make his comeback still.
Yeah.
It's
time yet.
He had competed in 3 years, and we're trying to get Milos to prep him and kick his ass. But he won't eat. Hey, Charles, get this. He won't eat vegetables. He's like Ronnie.
Me either.
Oh.
There you go. There you go.
I don't care if my rice gets down to 100 grams of rice and protein. I still not eating. I did a little thing with Branch Warren back in 2016, and Branch said he doesn't eat vegetables. I'm like, if Branch Warren don't eat vegetables, I don't need to eat vegetables.
Exactly. This is exactly what I've been saying.
I'm losing the battle.
Exactly what I've been saying. What do you use? What do you use for fats, man? Tell me what you use for fats.
What's that?
What do you have for fats?
Fats I got, man. My fats are peanut butter, and it's not just any peanut butter. It's the Reese's peanut butter.
Right.
Like my coach Matt tells me stuff I can't have, and I will not let him tell me I can't have my Reese's peanut butter and ghee butter. Ghee butter is the ghee butter. I don't use olive oil. I don't use none of that. So beef, I get fat from that. Ghee butter and my Reese's peanut butter. Those are the only fats I use.
Right. Is it? Wow.
Yeah.
Well, if it sucks you in like that, man, I'm gonna try that.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
That's like 2 days before my show. My 12 meals are all my last 12 meals consist of beef, rice, ghee butter, peanut butter, and oatmeal. That's all. 6 meals of the same thing. I eat beef every single meal. Beef just does my body well. Ghee butter and rice. That's all we do.
Yeah,
we
man.
throw the chicken. We don't do no white fish. It's just beef.
That's how you get beefy, innit?
Yeah. You know it.
Charles, mate, this has been awesome to catch up. I've actually, this is the highest energy I think I've ever had for it. Apart from that Olympia, when we're face to face, I think this is the best energy I've ever seen. And you're 3 weeks out, and your face looks sucked in. So I've got a very good feeling, mate.
Yeah, it's on. It's on, man. This is my story, man. This is my story. It's like what I went through this year, I was supposed to happen, and this is my story to come back and win this show and get back to Olympia. It's my story. It's already written for me. You know what I mean? Good. So that's what I'm about to go out here and do.
Awesome. Yeah. Awesome.
Excellent.
All right then, mate. Well, like I said, I'm watching the live stream in a few weeks. I'll be rooting for you, mate. And like I said, thank you as always for coming MD Glove Muscle. I really appreciate it, Charles.
Appreciate you, brother. Yeah. See you, my man.
Take care, mate.
Okay, God bless.
All right.
Okay, guys, and welcome to Hot News for Season 5, Episode 47 of MD Glove Muscle. Of course, in the house, sat in the dark, Derrick Clarke.
Big D's in the house, keeping it real.
I'm a poet and I don't know it, Derrick.
Say it again.
That rhymed.
What's that?
Sat in the dark, Derrick Clarke. Sat in, okay, I can't think of anything else.
But you can hear me anyway. So
yeah. So we literally just watched the results of the NPC European. What do you think?
Yep. No, it was good. It was close. It was close. It could have gone either way, but, you know, Mr. Regan got it.
Do you think... Yeah, congratulations, obviously, Regan.
Yeah,
absolutely
100%.
Fantastic. I like I said in the review we just literally filmed now. I had no issues with Regan winning. I personally had Nathan winning because I felt like he hardened up a little bit. Because Nathan was, like I said it like many times in the live stream review, he looked fuller and chunkier, but for me he wasn't quite as sharp. He was a little bit sharper last week, wasn't he?
That's right.
And Regan just looked, and he fixed his tan, and Regan wasn't like dry.
No, it wasn't.
But I'm happy for him that he got a qualification.
He got a qualification, yeah.
And I really hope that they both still decide to do France, because I think if Nathan could dry out a little bit, I'd like, because I actually said
that's all he has to do. That's all he has to do. If he dried out a little bit more, because obviously he's got the edge over Regan with the condition and with the shape and everything. So to me, if he just dried out a little bit, it's his for the
And do you know what, Derrick? I actually said, I think I said on the Power Hour and I said on the MD forums, I said I've got a feeling it's going to go 2-1.
Yeah.
So out of the 3 shows, I got a feeling that Nathan's going to win 2, and I got a feeling that Regan's going to win 1.
Yeah.
So I actually felt like it might have been the last one that Regan. I felt like Regan might have got better, whereas Nathan might have faded. But it looks, like I said, it was close, so it makes it more exciting for me.
Yeah, that's right.
More exciting for France because. Because I've got a feeling that Nathan's gonna, because his coach is probably gonna say, "Okay, Nathan, we spilled over a little bit. Yeah. We went for the fullness too much, and we've got to, you didn't look as dry and as separated, which he didn't, because that is basically that was clear as day."
But as it says, it's a week. I think it's a week, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's next week, so I mean that's all Nathan has to do.
Yeah.
Just drop a little bit of water.
Yeah.
Boom.
Also, I think super impressed with Tim Buddersheim, what he did in the week.
Yeah.
Super impressed with what Pablo Lopez did. I thought he looked fantastic. That's a guy I've been saying since 2021. I've been saying, watch out for this guy.
Yeah.
I've got a feeling he's a young up and comer from Spain that I've got a feeling is really going to do well in the future.
Yeah.
But Tim was the shock of the show for me. I didn't expect him to do that.
Well, to be honest, him and Leanne was for me the shock. Was a little bit of a shock. I was a bit disappointed with him.
We were shocked because we were disappointed.
Yeah, we were disappointed.
Last week we were impressed.
Yeah.
And this week we're like, we wanted him to come back better, didn't we?
To come back better. And just imagine if he had. Where would have been placed?
I know.
Yeah.
And do you know what? It's like, the thing is, maybe he's never done multiple shows and traveled.
Probably so.
Like, I wonder, did he go back to China? Did he then fly back? Or did he stay in Spain or Italy? Or I feel like, because there's some of the guys, the more experienced pros, they can do multiple shows in multiple countries and they know exactly what they're doing. They're prepared. But the other guys, if they've done a show and they're only used to doing one show, they might eat certain things and then their body rebounds.
The thing is, what I don't get, because they all talk about how they rely on their coach.
Good point.
Right?
Good point. Yeah.
Why did the coach not bring him in a bit tight?
But maybe they pig out on the night of the show the week before, and they can't get it off.
If they said they listen to the coach and they don't drift off what the coach says, then
I don't know. Like
anyway, that's
some guys get better, some guys get worse. Yeah, as they do shows.
True.
I remember Tony Freeman used to do like 4, 5, 6 shows. And he used to get better, like Johnny Jackson. He's getting better with every single show. Yeah. And you knew that the last show he did, he was going to bring his A game. Yeah. So anyway, okay. Obviously, in this episode, we had Charles Definition Griffin making his, it's not a comeback. He was at the Olympia last year.
That's right.
14th place, second in the Indie Pro last year. And I love Charles. And I feel that was the best, apart from the 2018 Olympia interview I did with him at the Olympia, which was incredibly high energy. I feel like that was a really good interview. And the thing is, he's only 3 weeks out from a show.
3 weeks out for the show, and he had so much energy.
He did.
Because, do you know why?
Why?
Because he don't eat veg. Simple.
Well, he said it was because it's his boy Giles there.
Yeah.
Bugger all to do with veg, mate.
You don't eat veg.
Yeah, but it was great. Because, like I said, it's always I've said before many times before. It's always a bit of a gamble when someone's 2 or 3 weeks out, and sometimes they can be like zombies.
That's
and
right.
And I saw his face when he came on screen. He was sucked right in.
He was sucked in.
And and he could have forgiven him for being a little bit low energy, but he was like, he messaged me after. He said, "That's the best interview we've done, John."
It was on it.
It's cool. It's a cool guy, isn't he?
Yeah, it was on it, man.
He's a cool guy. Cool guy. Anyway, so let's go to his Instagram. Yes, obviously he's come back after a big injury, had a big major pec tear, but this is him now at the moment, Derrick.
Yep.
That's 23 days out, Derrick.
Wow.
Look at that.
So look at him.
Look at that. It's a freak, isn't it?
Look at him. Look at him. Zoom in.
Can you see?
Oh, look at
Take the picture off.
Look at that. Oops. What's happening here?
You got a picture on. It's all right. Yeah, I'll just look at his freaky veiny back. Yeah, can you get it off? No. Oh, okay. Yeah. Can you see it? I'll just leave it on. Just leave it on. Yeah. Don't matter. It's fine. So what do you think, Derrick?
Pretty tough with that, man.
Yeah, 23 days out. So that's through what? Just over 3 weeks out. I'd be looking pretty happy with that. 3 weeks out.
I would.
Let's have a look at the legs. His legs, he was training 3 days a week when he was injured. So, you got it sorted.
That's it?
Yeah. Whatever comes up on your laptop, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at the legs. Yeah, I tell you what, he wasn't lying.
He wasn't lying, was he?
He was not lying.
He is definitely. Wow.
Look at look at his. I mean, you know me. I love condition. I love the cheekbones. I love all the. And the thing is with Charles, he's big, but he's always been conditioned. Look at the glutes.
Yeah.
I mean, how many weeks out is he there? 3 weeks out, and he's in. He's ready. I mean, he didn't just look lean there. He looks dry. Do you know what? Look, see these little veins. Oh, it's just the veins on between the hamstring and the quad. Only William Bonnet gets that. It almost looks like the skin is tearing on the back. Look at when he turns to the back. Have a look on his. I'll let it play again. Like from the side. I want to see it one more time because this is just super impressive. So he said he took grapes and made wine with it. So I'm definitely going to be sending him some grapes next week. I love my red wine. There, look that. There, look that. Those little that detail. William Bonnet's got that, and that's when you know you've got true conditioning, and that's 3 weeks out, Derrick.
3 weeks out. Wow.
3 weeks out. Anyway, let's see another video quickly. His hamstrings are nuts. Look at this. Look at this. This is sick. Look at that.
Wow.
Look at the hamstrings. So that's 3 weeks out, Derrick.
That's crazy.
He's going to be inside out. To be honest, I've never seen him out of condition. Never seen him out of condition. And obviously when he had his pec tear, he said he was like literally training legs 3 times a week.
Three times a week,
He's up the glutes, the ham workouts. And honestly, it's really... Isn't it great that someone can take some adversity and like you said, he can do something with it?
Yeah.
Look at that. His hamstrings. I know it sounds weird, but I want to touch those hamstrings. I want to feel what those cords feel like.
Grooves
those
in
crazy.
Hamstrings.
Like if I had hamstrings like that, I'd be like feeling them all day long.
Just flexing them.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'd be walking around in shorts.
Yeah.
Even in minus 20.
Yeah.
Even in winter, I'd be wearing shorts. Look at the hamstrings, guys.
Absolutely fantastic.
I'd be walking around Tesco's flexing them for people, scaring young children and old grannies. It's a monster. Yeah, he's a cool guy. Interviewed him many, many times. Like I said, back in 2018 was the first time. So, and he can do a vacuum as well.
He's not locking in his upper body, is he?
Oh, he's huge. His arms. I'll show you the video with his arms and his shoulders he posted the other day. Look at the vacuum.
Look at that.
The vacuum. I love those cheekbones, man. That's so cool. You know me, I'm a condition snob, Derrick.
Yeah.
I love conditioning.
Yeah.
I love conditioning. Hang on, let me show you the video of he's flexing his arms. Where is it? Oh, this is the one. Check this out. Check this out. Look.
Flip me.
Look at that. You can light a match on those cheekbones. Do you think he's put some mascara on them to highlight them more? Cheekbones. Do you think he's like drawn them on? I don't think he has he?
No chance.
I tell you what, he ain't playing this year.
And there's nothing in them shoulders.
Yeah, no, they're stripy.
Flip me. There's nothing in them
I know.
shoulders.
It's a quality physique, isn't it?
It's yeah.
I did say actually, my MD column, I said the 14th place. I feel like one of the competitors that was underrated at the Olympia, maybe overlooked. Sorry, Charles Griffin.
How does he get overlooked? How does he get overlooked?
I know he's big, he's conditioned, he's always very consistent. His back is freaky. His back, his shoulders, his arms. His waist isn't the smallest, but he's really made the best of it with his with the vacuums and everything.
Yeah.
Hang on, look at this. Oh, hang on, look at this. God, every video is so freaky. Look at the triceps. Look at that, Derrick.
Wow.
So that is September the 1st on the right. That's April 18 back in 2018. Yeah, look at that. Look at the shoulders.
Wow.
The size of his head. Good hamstring drop.
Yep.
Let's have a look at one more. Let's have a look at this because we're completely freaking out over him. There you go. So what's this? 3-4 weeks out maybe? I can't see the date on it. It's prepped by Matt Jansen. So yeah, it looks good. Looks really good. Yeah, he's thick, detailed.
Nice, lovely and thick.
Yeah. Showing lots of legs off as well because he's obviously proud of all the muscle he's put on his legs. But yeah, he's just freaking me out right now. Yeah. Yeah, as you can see, as he's getting more and more conditioned as the videos go on, So...
Looks crazy, doesn't it?
Yeah, looks really good.
Yeah, it looks really good, mate.
Oh, look at the stripy delts there, Derrick. Look at that.
There you go.
Do you know what? Isn't it refreshing? And it's kind of sad to point out the fact that someone's actually got detail in their shoulders.
Detail in the shoulders.
Yeah. He's not filling them full of... Well, he's not sticking all his gear in there, is he?
Yeah, it's not full of oil.
Yeah, basically. So, kudos to you, Charles. He's adamant he's going to win the Legion Sports in 3 weeks' time and get that win. By the time you watch this, it'll be 2.5 weeks. So, I wouldn't bet against Charles winning because he's had a lot. Like I said, he's had a lot of dubious second places. It was close between him and Blessing last year at the Indy Pro. And he's absolutely fantastic. Love Charles, cool guy. It was great to get him on, and I was excited to get him on. And I really hope that he had good energy, and that was probably the best energy he's ever had. Like I said, apart from that one we did at the 2018 Olympia. So anyway, quickly go to our other guest, the new Masters Classic Mr. Olympia champion, Alex Cambronero. I don't know how old he is. I think I'm expecting mid-40s. So I'll show you that. We'll have a look as well the starting point that he said he wasn't. He said he looked absolutely terrible from. He had no muscle. So that's winning the Masters Olympia. Yeah, looks really good. He's fantastic. I mean, he's won the Arnold Classic now.
Yeah.
He's been 4th in the Olympia. He was 8th last year out of 58 competitors. And he's competing. And most of the guys in the top 6 at the Olympia are like mid-20s. Yeah. Like 25, 26, 27, and he's like mid-40s, and he's still kicking ass. No, he wasn't 8th place. I feel like was Wesley Visser's 8th place last year. Was he 7th? Maybe he was in the top 10 anyway.
Yeah.
So he's obviously very, very happy to get that win. Let's have a look at the before and after. Here we are. This was it. That was in May, Derrick.
Yeah.
Wow. I could see, so obviously the first few weeks he was probably stressing.
Yeah.
He's probably stressed. He said it took 6 weeks before his body really started to respond. But isn't it amazing what can be done with the human body in 14 weeks? Even with these experienced bodybuilders that have prepped many times. Yeah. Kevin Navarone used to do it every year. Every year people were saying, oh, Kevin's done. He ain't competing again.
And bang.
And then like literally look like me at the start of a prep.
Yeah.
And then walk on stage at 250 shredded. Like how do you, every single time, how do you start from that starting point? Like he did it because he said it made him feel refreshed.
Yeah.
By not training all year round. Like 5-6 months of the year, he'd just go and play rock music.
If it worked for him, it worked for him.
And drink cocktails.
And he proved that it worked for him.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's very, very, there's no one set rule for the bodybuilders. Right. So,
that's right.
So yeah, look at a couple more. There he is with the other Olympia champion. Kamal is our guy. I messaged Kamal about the Libyan floods.
Oh, right, yeah.
Thousands of people died in Libya. I messaged him and he hasn't messaged me back. So because I knew he was obviously when we interviewed him, he was out in Libya. I hope he's okay. I'm sure we would have heard if something wasn't, but I hope not just him, but his family's okay.
Yeah.
Because like thousands of people have died in these floods.
Thousands. It's terrible. I felt it.
Horrible, isn't it?
Yeah.
Horrible. When a natural disaster like that happens. Yeah. So he hasn't messaged me back. So I really do hope, Kamal, that you and your family are all safe. Fingers crossed. I might send him another message as well because I hope he's okay, and his family's okay.
Send some love out there, man.
Yeah, totally agree, Derrick. And there's another slightly well-known Olympia champion. Oh, no, he's with Neil Hill, his coach. Yeah. There's Darren Charles. He competed, Did
he?
He did the Master Olympia. Yeah, he did make top 15. Oh, he's knocking on a bit now. But there we are. Oh wow, there's lots of reels and stuff. That's cool. Is Jessica? She won the figure. That's cool. Yeah, Jay Cutler. That's his wife there, Maggie, who was fixing the connection for us.
Yeah.
So I'll show you a quick video of him in the hotel room, Derrick. You've got to see his back. Look at his back. It's crazy, isn't it?
Super tan little waist.
Yeah, crazy. Look at that.
That's a good back.
Looks freaky. It looks photoshopped, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Video shopped. Yeah. Nice.
Wow.
Yeah, because I have seen him slightly sharper in the legs. So he did, like he said, when they say, "Oh, I was only 90% when they win," I just sometimes roll my eyes at that.
Yeah.
But I can see that, so he will be better for the Olympia. He'll be better for the Olympia. And the thing is, he's confident because he's won something big, you know.
He's coming with something big, yeah.
So nice physique, very cartoonish, isn't it? And the thing is with Classic, if it's structure, if you've got a good structure, it'll make you stand out from all the other guys because all the guys are good.
Yeah, that's right.
So
having a tiny little waist and thing like that.
Yeah.
Broad shoulders.
Shoulder to waist.
Yeah, sure.
Shoulder to waist. Let's have a look at this quick little black and white video, and then we'll go quickly to the next one. Yeah, it looks dry there. Yeah, I've seen his legs just a tad sharper, and I've seen him a little bit fuller as well. But now, obviously, they've raised the classic weight limits.
Yeah.
So all the guys have got a few more pounds. So he's got 5 more pounds.
5 more pounds. Yeah.
So maybe when he comes down to 192, maybe it comes off his legs. But then again, they say that the guys over 40 that comes off their legs first, isn't it? The size, you know?
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm going to quickly go to the NPC European champion, Regan Grimes. Congratulations. Literally minutes ago, just won it. Just want to give him some props. There he is there at the show with Emilio. It's funny though, because he doesn't get the diet face, does he?
No.
Look at that.
No, sucked in cheeks.
Yeah,
No.
and he's, and then their physiques come on and they look tremendous, I mean, he's never really been known for like freaky conditions. See this is the video last week, Derrick. You can see, yeah, I think both were sharper.
Yeah.
Both were sharper last week, weren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
Nathan
look
was
at
much
Definitely.
better last
Yeah.
week.
Oh,
yeah,
100%.
much better last week. Much better. I hope Nathan's all right because I hope this fires him up for France, and I hope that both him and Regan go and do France now.
Yeah.
So yeah, just quickly want to, like I said, there's nothing updated really from the show because obviously it literally just happened. So it's just giving some props to Regan. So anyway, quickly go to and finish off with Bodybuilders Without Borders because obviously we want to mention the classic winner. I got the top 3 bang on. I put it on Bodybuilders Without Borders on their Instagram. Wesley Vissers won the classic, and Middleman was second, and German Pasta was third. So I just want to give that some acknowledgement. Got the top 3 bang on. I don't know the other 2 gentlemen. There is Wesley Vissers, fantastic guy. I've interviewed him many times. We'll get him on, Derrick. You'll like him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a really cool guy. There's Wesley. Yeah, he's like 6'2", He's a giant. He's a giant. Yeah, he's a cool guy. He turned pro at the Royal London Pro, the first ever 2 bros back in March 2018.
Wow.
He won the amateur, and I bumped into him backstage, and he's a giant. And he's taller than me because I'm 6 foot. And there you go. There's the top 5. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Right, okay,
Yep,
Derrick, if you can just quickly click the camera to me, please, and we'll just finish off. And click to me, Derrick. You got it? You got it? Yep. Okay, yeah, that's it. Yeah, oh, sorry. That's the corner one. Can you do the front one?
The front one.
Yeah, please. Yeah. Okay then, guys. Also, do not forget to check out the latest issue. Confused. I've got the picture-in-picture because obviously the next issue, I've seen the front cover.
Looks super, doesn't it?
It does look super. Don't say.
Yep.
You're not allowed to tell because actually it comes out. They're announcing it on Monday. This comes out Wednesday.
Oh right, okay.
So we can say.
Yeah. No.
He's British.
Yeah.
No, that's what we can say. Right then, okay then, Derrick. As always, mate, thank you so much and lending your expertise and your trained eye for the live stream commentary.
Always a pleasure. I like to keep it real.
We asked for feedback on whether they like us doing these live stream commentaries, and Derrick, we got 10 thumbs up.
We've got 10 thumbs up because
Wow,
we're keeping it real.
Yeah, all from one person.
Yeah.
10 person. Oh God. Coughing now. Yeah. I'm choking on the bloody cat hair in here. Right, okay then, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Obviously, we're doing a bit of a hype up there for the Legion sport because obviously there's not many shows now until the 2023 Mr. Olympia.
That's right.
It's only in 7-8 weeks now or something. And Ron Harris is hoping that he's going to be mended because obviously he had his quad injury. He said this is the pain's down and he's feeling a lot better. So fingers crossed he can get his ass to the Olympia. So okay then, guys. And also, like I said, Derrick, I'm very, very excited about the new issue of MD because I've got my article of the guy who's on the cover in it.
Yep.
And I wasn't feeling very well, but you know what? It's one of the best things I've ever written.
Is it?
Honestly, I'm not blowing my own trumpet.
All right. Okay.
Anyway, Derrick, any final words there before we let you go? Because you always do the good final words. Come on, Derrick.
Final words, as I says to everybody, talk to one another, love one another, and just keep it real.
Okay. You should be. You're like bodybuilding's Jerry Springer.
Ah.
Be nice to each other. Be nice to yourself. No, and each other. Or something like that. Anyway. Right. Okay then, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and as always, please do not forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And that is it, and we will see you next week for more MD Globe Muscle. As always, thank you for watching, thank you for supporting, and ladies and gentlemen, with Big D, Derrick Clarke in the house, we are out.